Fellow Stoic, they never wanted you to know this. Nobody cares about your struggles as much as you think. So why waste energy seeking their approval? They keep you small, distracted, and chained to a world where judgment replaces genuine self-growth. Today we break the silence on a truth so harsh yet so liberating. You have spent years battling invisible forces that keep you chasing acceptance from those who are too absorbed in their own lives to truly care about yours. In this video, we reveal the hidden truths of Stoic philosophy that expose the trap of external validation and guide you to focus on your inner strength. Every moment you feel lost or belittled, know that your experiences are real and important. The revelations coming up will show you that the opinions of others are nothing more than noise in the vast silence of your potential. If you resonate with this message, like this video and comment yes. Stay with us as we peel back the layers of societal expectations and empower you to reclaim your focus and direct your energy where it truly matters. Why nobody really cares. In the midst of daily struggles and quiet battles, you may feel overwhelmed by the notion that every sideways glance and offhand remark is a personal attack aimed at your spirit. The weight of these perceived judgment can seem unbearable, especially when it feels as though the world is silently critiquing your every move. Yet, in this moment of isolation, understand that you are not alone in your experience. There is a universal challenge that ties us all together, a deep-seated fear of being seen as flawed or unworthy. Many of us have felt that piercing sting of rejection, that nagging thought that every critical word was meant to strip away our confidence. But what if the very opinions you dread were not a reflection of your value at all? Instead, they might be the echoes of others' own inner battles. This realization is not meant to dismiss your pain, but to reframe it, offering you a glimpse into profound truth. The external world cares far less about your shortcomings than you believe. Let this be the spark that lights a way to a deeper understanding of your inherent strength and worth. The struggle you face is real, and its impact is deeply emotional. It feels as if every time someone passes judgment or offers unsolicited criticism, it leaves a mark, a reminder of moments when you felt unseen and unappreciated. This challenge is not just an abstract concept. It is woven into the fabric of your everyday life. Imagine a time when you hesitated to share your ideas because you feared ridicule, or when you held back from pursuing a dream, paralyzed by the thought of public failure. These experiences resonate with a part of you that longs to be recognized yet is held captive by the need for external approval. The constant pressure to conform to societal expectations creates a cycle of self-doubt that can be difficult to break. It is as if a hidden force is conspiring against you, amplifying your insecurities and making you question the value of your unique journey. Recognizing this internal conflict is the first step in understanding that the judgments you fear are not the ultimate arbiters of your destiny. In the grand tapestry of life, every trial you face is part of a larger, divine plan, one that is intricately designed to foster growth and inner strength. The struggles you endure are not arbitrary. They are deliberate challenges meant to guide you toward a greater purpose. Stoic philosophy, with its timeless wisdom, reminds you that these obstacles are stepping stones on the path to self-realization. A lesser-known passage from Musonius Rufus, a contemporary of the more famous Stoics, emphasizes that the opinions of others are transient, and that the true measure of a person lies in the cultivation of inner virtue rather than the fleeting applause of the crowd. This reference, often overlooked in modern discussions, speaks directly to the heart of your experience. It urges you to see that every moment of perceived rejection is an invitation to fortify your inner resolve, to build a foundation of strength that external voices can never shake. In this view, your hardships are not punishments, but rather opportunities, divinely prepared to transform you into a being of unwavering character and self-assurance. As you begin to embrace this perspective, tangible signs of transformation emerge in both your internal and external worlds. Slowly, you notice that the sting of criticism loses its power over you. There is a growing sense of clarity and calm that replaces the once overwhelming anxiety. You might find that opportunities start opening up where there was once only doubt, and that relationships evolve as you present a more confident and resilient version of yourself. This metamorphosis is subtle yet undeniable, much like the first light of dawn breaking through a long, dark night. Stoicism works behind the scenes, gently guiding you to see that the opinions of others are but temporary distractions. They no longer dictate your actions or define your worth. Instead, you begin to feel a sense of empowerment, a realization that your true path lies in nurturing your inner strength and living according to your values. The shift is profound, echoing the timeless teachings of the Stoics who believe that true freedom arises when one focuses solely on what can be controlled. With each passing day, the transformation becomes more evident, as if you are gradually shedding layers of doubt and stepping into the light of your own authenticity. There is a growing momentum as you continue on this journey, a momentum that transforms the way you interact with the world. You start to perceive life not as a series of external evaluations, but as an opportunity to hone your character and embrace a deeper sense of self-worth. In every encounter, you see reflections of your inner strength, and you understand that the critical voices you once feared are merely echoes of a world that is far more concerned with its own battles than with your personal journey. This realization not only diminishes the power of external criticism, but also empowers you to take decisive action in your life. You are beginning to understand that your path is uniquely your own, and that it is built on a foundation of resilience and purpose. The shifts in your daily routine, the newfound confidence in your decisions, and the quiet moments of clarity all serve as powerful reminders that the Stoic teachings are not relics of a distant past but vibrant tools for modern empowerment. The journey towards self-reliance and inner peace is marked by these signs of transformation, each one a testament to your commitment to living authentically and fearlessly. As you absorb these insights and witness the slow but steady evolution of your inner world, consider the profound truth that has been laid bare before you. You are not defined by the judgments of a distracted world, but by the strength that comes from embracing your true self. The philosophical wisdom of the Stoics, from the familiar to the lesser known, serves as a guiding light that illuminates your path even in the darkest of times. Every moment of doubt, every instance of feeling overlooked, becomes a catalyst for growth, a signal that you are being prepared for something greater. In this light, the criticisms and dismissive glances are stripped of their venom, revealing instead the emptiness of a world that is too preoccupied with its own concerns to truly understand you. This deeper understanding is a call to action for every viewer who has ever felt diminished by the weight of external opinions. It is an invitation to reclaim your focus, to harness the transformative power of Stoic thought, and to live with an unyielding commitment to your own destiny. Comment woke if this resonates with you. The trap of seeking approval. You wake up every day with a heavy heart, feeling that nothing you do is ever quite enough, and as you step into the world, you are burdened by an unspoken expectation to be constantly validated by those who simply cannot understand the depths of your inner world. You might feel that every smile you fake or every word you utter is measured against an invisible standard set by people who are too caught up in their own lives to offer genuine care or support. In these moments, when the weight of criticism and the fear of rejection press down on you like a relentless storm, remember that you are not alone. Many have walked the same dark path and emerged stronger on the other side. The trap of seeking approval is a universal struggle that touches the very core of our emotional being, yet it is a battle that many of us fight in silence. This very struggle holds a significance that goes beyond mere self-esteem. It is about reclaiming your power, your authenticity, and your freedom from the chains of external judgment. Deep within you, there lies a persistent ache that stems from a lifetime of seeking the acceptance of those who may never truly have cared about you in the way you need. This yearning for validation is not just a passing emotion, but a deeply ingrained habit that can paralyze your growth and leave you feeling vulnerable and stagnant. Perhaps you have experienced the sting of a dismissive comment or the cold shoulder of indifference that made you doubt your worth. You may recall times when you altered your opinions, adjusted your behavior, or even suppressed your true self just to gain a fleeting moment of approval from someone whose interest in your success was minimal at best. The emotional toll of such experiences is heavy. It chips away at your confidence and clouds your vision with doubt. Every attempt to seek external affirmation seems to dim the light of your own potential, as you find yourself trapped in a cycle where your self-worth is measured by the fleeting opinions of others, leaving you perpetually chasing an illusion of acceptance that remains just out of reach. In the grand scheme of life, this struggle is not random but a carefully crafted challenge designed to awaken you to a higher purpose, a divine preparation that tests your resolve and forges your character. Stoicism offers a perspective that elevates this hardship into a transformative journey. Consider the insights of Hierarchals, a lesser-known Stoic philosopher whose teachings remind us that our inner circle of virtue should remain untarnished by the opinions of those who stand on the outskirts of our true self. Hierarchals taught that the measure of a person lies not in the accolades of the crowd, but in the quiet strength of one's own convictions. In his fragmented writings, he warned against the lure of external validation, and urged us to cultivate a resilient inner life that is impervious to the transient judgments of others. This ancient wisdom aligns perfectly with the modern struggle you face. It suggests that every moment spent seeking approval is, in fact, a moment lost in pursuit of your own excellence. The very system that encourages you to seek approval is the same one that sets you up for perpetual dissatisfaction, for it demands that you compromise the essence of who you are in exchange for an acceptance that is never truly yours. As you begin to let go of the relentless pursuit of validation, you may start noticing subtle but powerful signs of transformation emerging in your life. The first breakthrough might be the realization that the harsh voices of criticism lose their sting when met with a calm assurance of your inner truth. You might find that opportunities begin to manifest more freely as you make decisions based on your own convictions rather than on the shifting opinions of others. Relationships may start to deepen, not because you are seeking approval, but because you are showing up as a whole, authentic person unburdened by the need for external affirmation. In this process, you will notice that the color of your thoughts changes. As Marcus Aurelius once said, the soul becomes dyed with the hue of its own reflections, and as you choose to reject the palette of others' expectations, your inner light grows ever more brilliant. There is a quiet revolution happening within you, a transformation where every small victory, every act of self-assertion, marks a significant step towards a more empowered existence. This metamorphosis is not sudden, but it is deeply felt in moments of clarity when you realize that your worth is defined by the strength of your own character rather than the transient praise of an indifferent crowd. In light of these stirring changes, it becomes clear that the trap of seeking approval is nothing more than a mirage that has long obscured the true beauty of your potential. The more you detach from the constant need for external validation, the more you can reclaim the power that is rightfully yours. It is in this liberation that you discover an inner fortitude and a newfound clarity that can transform every aspect of your life. You begin to see that the system designed to keep you in a perpetual state of vulnerability is built on the false promise of acceptance, a promise that fades with every attempt to secure it. Instead, the journey towards self-reliance offers a richer, more fulfilling reality where your self-worth is anchored in your actions, your values, and the inner voice that guides you through even the darkest moments. The empowerment that comes from rejecting this allure of validation is both radical and liberating, and it paves the way for a life of genuine achievement and inner peace. The transformation is palpable in the way you handle setbacks, in the resilience you display in the face of adversity, and in the quiet assurance that you are steering your own destiny. As you reflect on this journey and the profound shift that it brings to your inner landscape, take a moment to honor the strength it has taken to rise above the need for approval. Every time you choose to trust your own judgment over the fleeting praise of others, you are asserting your right to live a life defined by authenticity and purpose. This path, though fraught with challenges, is also rich with the promise of personal freedom and the joy of self-discovery. The Stoic wisdom that has guided countless seekers before you now calls you to action, to break free from the chains of external judgment and to step boldly into the light of your true potential. Your journey is not only a personal victory, but also a testament to the transformative power of living in alignment with your own values and dreams. Comment free if this resonates with you, and let these words be a rallying cry for every soul that is ready to reclaim the power that lies within and embrace a new way of thinking that honors your true potential. We have only scratched the surface of the wisdom that lies in ancient teachings. As the layers of deception peel away, you will soon learn how focusing on your inner discipline can defy the expectations set by those who thrive on your doubts. Remember to subscribe, share this video, and click the super thanks button to support our community of self-reliant thinkers. How Stoicism teaches self-focus. You wake up every morning feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders, as if every passing moment is a test of your inner strength. In these moments of quiet reflection, you may notice a nagging thought that you are at the mercy of circumstances beyond your control. It can seem like external events and the opinions of those around you have a stranglehold on your mood and decisions. Yet, beneath this persistent turmoil lies a deep and unspoken truth. You possess the power to shape your inner world. It is as if a whisper in the darkness assures you that you are not alone in this struggle, that many have felt the sting of a life dictated by external forces. This internal conflict resonates with your daily experience, the constant battle between what you feel inside and what the world expects you to be. Today, we invite you to rediscover that core power that belongs solely to you. Your journey towards self-mastery begins with recognizing that the chaos of outside events does not have the authority to dictate your peace of mind. In that quiet space, you realize that this pursuit of inner focus is not a trivial matter. It is a very foundation upon which a resilient, empowered life is built. There is an undeniable challenge in learning to turn away from the endless distractions of the outer world. Many of you have experienced the suffocating pressure of trying to meet others' expectations or bending your true self to conform to the standards imposed by society. These struggles are not minor inconveniences. They are deep, painful wounds that erode your self-confidence and leave you questioning your purpose. Imagine the constant barrage of social media updates, unsolicited advice, and casual critiques that chip away at your ability to think freely. Each negative comment or judgmental remark may feel like a blow to your self-esteem, causing you to second-guess your decisions and doubt your capabilities. It is a cycle that leaves you feeling increasingly trapped and disconnected from the person you truly are. The emotional toll of living under the weight of others' expectations can be profound, leading you to a state of perpetual self-doubt and distraction. This is a very obstacle that prevents you from fully realizing the potential of your inner life, keeping you locked in a struggle that drains your energy and obscures the path to personal excellence. Yet, in the midst of this overwhelming challenge, there exists a higher design, an intricate tapestry of events that shapes your journey toward true self-mastery. Stoicism teaches us that every hardship is not merely a random misfortune, but a deliberate part of a larger plan, meant to cultivate your inner strength and resilience. In the teachings of Hierocles, a lesser-known Stoic philosopher whose insights have long been overshadowed by more famous figures, we find a powerful reminder that the true measure of a person lies in the steadfast cultivation of their inner world. Hierocles argued that the bonds of our inner circle, built on the virtues of wisdom, courage, and self-discipline, are far more significant than the fleeting opinions of those who dwell in the periphery of our lives. His words suggest that every setback, every moment when external criticism feels unbearable, is actually an opportunity to refine your character. This divine preparation, as ancient wisdom reveals, is not an accident but a carefully orchestrated process designed to strip away the superfluous and reveal the true core of who you are. In this way, the struggle against external distractions becomes a sacred challenge, a trial by fire that prepares you for a future where your inner strength is unassailable and your mind remains free from the clamor of the outside world. As you begin to turn your focus inward, you may start noticing subtle yet profound signs that the tide is turning in your favor. It might begin with moments of clarity where the noise of criticism fades into the background, replaced by a deep sense of calm and certainty. You could observe that decisions once made in haste are now approached with thoughtful deliberation, reflecting a newfound trust in your own judgment. Relationships that once felt conditional on your external achievements gradually become more authentic, as you allow your true self to shine through without the need for validation. Opportunities that once seemed unattainable start to manifest, signaling that the universe is responding to the shift in your focus. This transformation is not a sudden epiphany, but a series of small, empowering victories that accumulate over time, reinforcing the belief that your inner world is the only domain that truly matters. The Stoic call to self-mastery, as championed by Marcus Aurelius when he declared that we have power over our own minds, begins to resonate deeply with you. Every setback transforms into a lesson in resilience, and every harsh word turns into fuel for your growth. The internal revolution taking place is both subtle and powerful, a quiet defiance against the pull of external chaos that reaffirmed your commitment to living a life governed by your own principles. In the midst of this transformative journey, you start to witness a profound shift in the way you interact with the world. The relentless pursuit of self-focus brings with it tangible changes that touch every aspect of your life. Perhaps you notice that the daily challenges you once dreaded now serve as stepping stones of personal growth, each one fortifying your resolve and sharpening your focus. Your mind, once a battlefield of competing thoughts and external pressures, begins to settle into a state of disciplined calm. You become more present in your interactions, more deliberate in your choices, and more resilient in the face of adversity. This newfound clarity acts as a beacon, drawing opportunities toward you and transforming your relationships into reflections of your inner strength. The world around you, once a source of constant distraction, now appears as a stage where you can exercise control over your reactions and responses. With each passing day, the Stoic principles you embrace unlock a reservoir of inner power, guiding you toward a destiny where self-mastery is not just an ideal but a living, breathing reality. The very fabric of your existence begins to align with the higher purpose of cultivating a mind that remains steadfast and focused, regardless of the external noise that may try to sway it. At this pivotal moment, As you stand on the threshold of a new way of being, it is important to acknowledge the journey you have undertaken, a journey marked by the gradual dismantling of old habits and the emergence of a powerful inner focus. Every challenge you have faced has contributed to the construction of a resilient character, one that is unyielding in the pursuit of personal excellence. The wisdom of Stoicism has illuminated your path, teaching you that the only realm truly under your control is a landscape of your own mind. As you continue to build this inner sanctuary, every thought becomes a deliberate choice, every setback a lesson in strength, and every victory a testament to the power of self-discipline. You are no longer swayed by the ephemeral judgments of an indifferent world, for you have learned that true power lies in the mastery of your own mind. Cutting out distractions and energy wasters, you feel pulled in 100 directions at once. Every day, your mind is bombarded with endless notifications, the constant chatter of social media, and a stream of opinions that try to tell you who you should be. In this chaotic environment, it is easy to lose sight of your own inner voice. You might feel exhausted by the constant need to compare yourself to others or by the ceaseless demand for your attention that sap your energy. Yet, even in the midst of this overwhelming noise, know that you are not alone. Many have walked this path of distraction and found themselves caught in a web of energy drain that leaves little room for inner peace or personal excellence. Recognizing the need to break free from these relentless interruptions is a powerful first step toward reclaiming the focus and clarity that lie at the heart of a meaningful life. It is a struggle that many of us know too well, the challenge of facing an environment designed to fragment our attention and dilute our inner strength. Every day, you may find yourself caught in an endless cycle of checking your phone, scrolling through feeds, and measuring your worth against curated images of success that seem to dominate your screen. This cycle feeds a deep sense of inadequacy and self-doubt, making you question your decisions and even your core identity. Imagine the frustration of trying to work on a project or nurture a relationship, only to be interrupted by a barrage of trivial notifications or unsolicited opinions. These interruptions are not harmless. They erode your focus and steal away the precious energy that could be better invested in nurturing your true self. The emotional toll is heavy, a constant reminder that you are, perhaps unknowingly, surrendering your power to forces that thrive on your divided attention. Yet, as daunting as these challenges may seem, there is a greater design at work, a divine preparation that calls you to a higher state of awareness and inner resilience. Stoicism teaches us that every distraction and every unwelcome interruption is part of a larger test designed to forge your inner fortitude. Beyond the familiar voices of Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, there exists the wisdom of Gaius Musonius Rufus, a lesser-known Stoic whose insights emphasize that your mind is a fortress that must be vigilantly protected from the incursions of external chaos. Rufus argued that when you allow distractions to infiltrate your thoughts, you are essentially opening the gates of your fortress to invaders who seek to weaken your resolve. His teachings remind you that setting clear boundaries with those who drain your energy is not an act of isolation, but one of sacred self-preservation. Every moment of resistance against the pull of trivial matters is a deliberate affirmation of your commitment to personal excellence. In this grand design, the distractions are not mere nuisances. They are carefully placed obstacles meant to test your determination and prepare you for the rewards of an undivided, purposeful life. As you continue to nurture this inner discipline, you realize that each moment of undivided attention is a step closer to a life of purpose and fulfillment. The transformation you experience is a clear sign that you are aligning with a higher calling, a calling that echoes the timeless wisdom of Stoic thought and the promise of a future where your energy is yours to command. Comment focus if this resonates with you. We are on the brink of the final revelation, a synthesis of all the lessons that can transform your approach to life. The last thematic section will tie together the core of Stoic wisdom and reveal how true independence is born from the abandonment of external validation. Stay tuned as we uncover the final piece of the puzzle that will change the way you see yourself and your potential forever, becoming truly independent and focused. You wake each day with a quiet determination that belies the inner conflict you feel, a constant tug between what society expects and the unyielding truth of who you are. In the midst of life's relentless demands, you often find yourself questioning whether the path you walk truly belongs to you, or if it is merely a reflection of the mediocre expectations imposed by others. The burden of trying to conform, of seeking approval in a world that thrives on mediocrity, weighs heavily on your spirit, leaving you feeling both isolated and misunderstood. Yet, even in these moments of deep uncertainty, remember that you are not alone in your struggle. Many have wrestled with the same doubts and found solace in the realization that true independence is born from within. This theme resonates deeply because it touches on the essence of self-reliance and the power to shape your destiny, free from the superficial judgment of society that never truly values your uniqueness. The struggle to break free from a need for external validation is not just an abstract idea. It is a visceral, daily challenge that stings like a harsh wind against your resolve. There are times when you feel trapped in a cycle of self-doubt, where every decision is burdened by the fear of disappointing those around you. Perhaps you recall moments when you suppressed your own desires in favor of what was expected, or when you adjusted your behavior to fit an ideal that was never meant for you. These experiences, whether they manifest in the quiet disappointment of a failed relationship or the subtle erosion of your self-confidence at work, leave a mark that is both painful and real. The emotional weight of constantly measuring yourself against a standard that is inherently shallow can make you feel as though your true potential is forever out of reach. This ongoing internal battle creates a sense of frustration and sorrow as you yearn to break the chains of conformity and discover the liberating power of your authentic self. Yet, in the midst of these trials, there lies a profound and transformative opportunity, a divine preparation for the emergence of a stronger, more independent you. Stoicism, with its timeless insights, offers a perspective that reframes these struggles as essential steps on the journey to self-mastery. Beyond the well-trodden words of Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, the teachings of the lesser-known Stoic philosopher Aristo of Chios illuminate this path with a unique clarity. Aristo argued that the essence of human freedom lies in the deliberate cultivation of one's inner life, a process that requires a rejection of external expectations and the embrace of personal truth. His reflections remind you that the obstacles imposed by society are not punishments, but deliberate challenges designed to forge an unbreakable spirit. Every moment you resist the law of conformity is a step toward unlocking a reservoir of inner strength, one that no external force can diminish. This divine preparation is the universe's way of aligning you with a higher purpose, a purpose that celebrates your individuality and rewards a courage to stand apart from the crowd. As you begin to reclaim your focus and realign your priorities, tangible signs of transformation start to manifest in your life, offering proof that the journey toward independence is both real and attainable. You might notice that the urge to conform fades gradually, replaced by a burgeoning confidence that shines through in your actions and decisions. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach begin to present themselves, as if the universe is acknowledging your newfound commitment to living authentically. Relationships transform as well. Those built on superficial judgments give way to connections rooted in genuine respect and mutual growth. Internally, you feel a quiet surge of peace and clarity that empowers you to take control of your destiny. The Stoic principles you embrace act like a compass, guiding you through the chaos and helping you discern what truly matters. Every setback becomes a lesson in resilience, every criticism an opportunity to hone your inner resolve. These changes are not fleeting. They are the building blocks of a life defined by personal sovereignty, where your actions reflect your inner truth rather than the distorted mirror of societal expectations. In the midst of this profound transformation, you reach a pivotal moment where the reality of your independence begins to crystallize. This is not merely a phase of change, but a revolutionary shift in your identity, a complete turning away from a world that once dictated your worth and direction. You now stand in a realm of personal sovereignty where your self-worth is no longer dependent on the fluctuating opinions of those around you. Instead, you are guided by a steadfast inner voice that champions personal discipline and the unwavering pursuit of truth. The journey toward true independence is a march towards an unshakable confidence, a steadfast determination that propels you to ignore the trivial pursuits of others and focus on the deeper mission of growing your character. This new way of being empowers you to navigate life's challenges with a calm assurance, knowing that the only approval you need is your own. It is a celebration of self-reliance, a triumphant assertion that your destiny is yours to craft, free from constraints of mediocrity. Comment independent if this resonates with you, and let your voice be a testament to the freedom that comes from embracing your true self. In this ongoing journey, every decision, every moment of resistance against conformity, and every small victory in reclaiming your focus adds up to a life lived on your own terms, a life where your inner strength is a true measure of success. The transformation is both internal and external, a testament to the power of self-discipline and the relentless pursuit of personal excellence. The principles of Stoicism guide you like a steady beacon in the night, urging you to trust in the process and to know that every challenge is a stepping stone toward the realization of your highest potential. As you continue on this path, you begin to see that true independence is not simply the absence of external validation, but the presence of a deep, abiding confidence that comes from knowing who you are. It is the courage to stand apart in a world that often rewards conformity, and the wisdom to recognize that the only opinion that truly matters is your own. This journey is far from easy, but it is a powerful declaration of self-sovereignty, a commitment to living a life of purpose, authenticity, and unyielding strength. In the end, the Stoic path is not about escaping judgment, but transforming it into the fuel that drives your personal evolution. Today, we have uncovered why nobody really cares, the trap of seeking approval, the power of self-focus, the need to cut out distractions, and finally, the art of becoming truly independent. Embrace these truths and let them empower you to take control of your destiny. Remember to subscribe, share, like, and comment I am Stoic if you are ready to stand tall and reject the chains of external judgment.